Welcome to Walk and Talk. This is my 50 videos a day challenge, and this is the 10th video for the day today. So I want to talk about a little bit about intermittent fasting. Um, it's a really a very fine, good technique of getting a mental clarity. If you want to work more, if you want to eat a little bit less and want to be disciplined, want to lose weight, there's whole many areas it can actually work on. The best technique the best way I figured out for myself what works for me is basically if I skip the morning meal, if I skip my breakfast, and then if I have 8 hours of window uh, of to eat something, then it works fine. So 16 hours minimum you don't have to eat anything. So it can be anywhere from 12 to 8 or 2 to 10, based on your work. What do you do? You can just have that. But remember, um, 8 hour should be your maximum eating time, like the period of the window of when you should be eating. Like, let's say 12 to 8, let's say 2 to 10. um, so for the most cases that works really very well, and you will have full benefit of intermittent fasting. So a lot of people just say what you should be eating. I mean, obviously when you don't have to prepare your meals, um, then most likely you don't want to eat junk food. uh, I mean, the good thing about intermittent fasting, and even if you eat junk food, or um, it's not as good as you can prepare it for yourself. I mean, just kind of, you know, it still works actually. That's the best part about it, right? Um, so automatically you will see that you will make good choices of the food when you start doing it. You will like to eat the food of its own taste, um, not not artificial, not something spiced up, not something like the food in the original form. You will feel comfortable eating that kind of food. So that will be like, a little bit about the food, but I think the real trick is 8 hours of window eating time, right? The consecutive 8 hours, continuous 8 hours of window. Just pick any window, whichever you feel comfortable, daytime, morning time, nighttime. I mean, just think about how it fit in your lifestyle, what the jobs you do, what you work. Based on that, you can pick that window. So that is about the intermittent fasting, about like the time period, and time period is the magic itself, right? And then what it does for you is, it gives you mental clarity. You can work more. You will have more active brain. uh, Tasks will be done easily. You will able to understand emotions and the context of other people. You'll understand all of those, little things very well. So your way of being and your way of living the life will be much more conscious when you start working on intermittent fasting. So this is like really good. In our, even in our Indian ancient texts, they talk about fasting a lot. They talk about all of those things. I read a story somewhere that, once upon a time there used to be, um, like the way they used to kind of, that like our ancient civilization, sometimes, we have all of our phases, like, superstition, all those different things, right? They said, like, the people who used to have those kind of, uh, the mental, I would say, that sickness, uh, they they used to put them in behind the bars for uh, 24 to 48 hours without food. uh, and I think the logical explanation what they're talking about is to just, it used to remove the inflammation on the brain, and people get back to their senses. They did see the profound effect of that. um, so I think the ancient civilization did know a lot about how our body works in some sense. uh, but it's difficult to to explain everybody that how beneficial this practice itself is, because if you say somebody to just kind of don't eat anything and in the morning time, and then they read say, oh, morning meal is the best meal of the day, and then you say, okay, but that's not so true. What I found I don't feel well when if I have the breakfast. If I don't have the breakfast, I have my stomach empty, um, and then it bring me into the senses again, because there is a saying like when you wake up, you're a brand new person again, right? Um, and then like when you're waking up in the morning, the whole emotions are all over the place, and then you slowly calm down. So this speed up that process of putting people uh, into their consciousness quickly. um, so I would say that try to do the intermittent fasting. If you're thinking about it, just start with skipping one meal in the morning. That will be, I think, easier. And do that, and let me know, if you're doing it already, how you think about it, so that people can get some motivation out of it. And it's not hard. Skipping a meal is not hard. Once you start doing it, you would never want to go back. um, yeah, yeah, you'll see profound benefits out of that. Again, like, subscribe to my channel. My channel is Walk and Really Talk. Thank you so much again.